Hey guys, hope you are doing well. Welcome to AgriSylvie. Today's our topic is landscaping feature. We already discussed landscaping feature part 1. In part 1 we discussed only living things like plants and trees, shrubs and other things, but in part 2 we focus on non-living features like pergolas, trellis, arches. So we have to discuss a lot. Let's start. Arches. Arches are supports provided for climbers. So, arches is the supporting feature for climbers, and the height of arches varies at least 2 meter. You can go up height, okay, and 1 meter wide. But it depends upon the entrance, means the path. If there is a wider path, then you should go for wider arches. If there is narrow path, then you should go for narrow arches. The breadth depends upon the path over which it is constructed, but it should not be less than 1 meter, because less than 1 meter means, you just imagine, very narrow. It is not possible. In garden we are going for more than 1 meter generally. Okay. Then pergolas. In many examination you see this type of question, pergolas. Okay. A pergolas is formed by the connecting a series of arches over a considerable length. Here this is the connecting series. Okay, series connection of arches. Remember, series connection of arches is called pergolas. So why pergolas is useful? Pergolas is not for means grown climber. Climber already grow through pergolas, but pergolas is useful for resting purposes, because in summer months what happen, there is bright sunlight, okay, and it has more heat. But in garden, pergolas help to make shade place. We can rest under pergolas. Here is the picture of arches and pergolas. You can see here, this is arches, and you can see the height more than 2 meter, and you can see the width at least 1 meter. It is more than 1 meter, it is generally seen. And here you can see climbers are growing. Climbers are growing, and this is arches. Then comes to pergolas. Here in case of pergolas, you can see there are many arches. Many arches are growing. So that what happened there is a shade. So you can sit here, you can sit here in some sunshine hour. Okay. So trellis. Trellis is the vertical display within a limited area. So a garden trellis makes the most of limited space with a vertical display of loose greenery and colorful blooms. You just see, it is the vertical display of loose greenery. Okay, trellis. So what are the useful of trellis? How it adore the beauty of garden? It creates a privacy screen in a garden or on a patio or balcony. You can see patio. Patio means it is the paved outdoor area adjoining any house, any home, any construct things. Okay, just outdoor paved things. So that trellis provides support for a large vines and trailing plants. Obviously, vines and trailing plants need some support to grow. So it provide support, trellis. Okay. I will, if you can't understand what is trailing plant, what are the example of trailing plant, I already discussed trailing plants in my previous lecture. I will provide you link in the description box. You can go there and watch. I will also provide part 1 video link in the description box. In part 1, where we discussed living portion of landscaping feature, landscaping component. Okay, you should watch that. Then comes to it is trellis screen an unattractive area of the landscape, and trellis provides shelter from wind. Trellis provides shade for sitting area. Obviously shade, because on trellis vines and trailing plants will grow na, then it will provide shade. Then comes to island. Okay, island are very important feature in Japanese garden. In Japanese garden you can see islands. Islands is nothing, just a small island, small water bodies surrounded by land feature. This is the trellis you can see, but this is a very small trellis. In garden, yeah, the professionals are building very big and very huge trellis for beautification, for shadow purpose and many purposes. And here you can see climbers, trailer plants are growing here and here and there, here and there. Okay, for support purpose, trellis are important. Then comes to garden walls and garden fence. It is very simple. It is very common, you can see everywhere. Garden walls provide privacy and security screen out of wind and noise, and also it is helpful to hide something in garden, some ugly things, some bad shaped plant or anything you just want to hide, then you can build garden walls. Garden fence also similar kind of things. Fencing provides privacy, separates different areas of garden and ensures safety. Materials like wood, bamboo wire netting and chain link fences may also used. Those materials means if it was a forest and near to forest the garden is there, then you can use wood, bamboo. If it is in urban area, then you can follow chain link and wire netting, anything. According to the available material, you can build garden fence. Now comes to footpath. Footpath is very common. Everywhere you can see. Footpath facilitates movement within the garden area. Okay. The footpath may be different types, maybe winding, maybe circular, maybe straight, spinal or herringbone design. Herringbone design, what is herringbone design? Herringbone design is the arrangement of rectangle. Okay, you can see herringbone design picture in many tiles, marbles, any home flooring. Okay, you can see herringbone design. It is a just increase the beautification and nothing else. Okay, winding footpath creates curiosity. Obviously, if the footpath is winding, means here and there, so it will create curiosity. A vista at the end of a straight footpath adds beauty to the scenery. What is vista? You know, I already discussed in my previous lectures. You can see those. I will provide you link. So vista is a three-dimensional structure. Okay, where a focal point is there. You can see whole 3D view, just like Tom in Taj Mahal garden. Okay. Here this is the picture of footpaths. You can see this is not a good picture, means it is deteriorated, so it need repair. Here you can see this is a approximate straight footpath. In formal garden you can see straight footpaths. Now comes to roads. Okay, in a small garden footpaths will serve as a road. We already discussed footpath. In small garden footpath also considered as road. Okay, roads should be straight in formal garden. I already told in footpath also formal garden straight and with curvature in informal garden. Okay, the road gradient should be 1 to 30. What is road gradient? You know, road gradient is just you think tilt, means you can see if there is a curvature, it is just a physics. Okay, alpha angle means if there is a turning, so what will happen? There is a jerk to our body, to our vehicle. So we should make that alpha angle in such a way that the force balances our speed and our direction, so that we will easily turn in road, in high in many roads, mean turning roads. The road gradient play an important role. Okay, here also road gradient should be in between 1 to 30. Just remember, road gradient is the tilt angle, that is alpha. Okay, this is L, this is D, this is alpha. This is the physics. In physics you can study road gradient. For effective traction force. Okay, and width of the road may be 3.3 to 5 meter. The road may be made with single metal with a black top. This will increase the beauty. This is the picture of garden road. You can see here rectangle, black top are there, as we said. Okay, this is the not end of this lecture. This lecture will continue further. We will go further, but here this lecture stops and part 3 will come soon. After part 3 lecture, we'll discuss MCQ based on all parts. If you have any doubt, go for comment section, comment me, I will definitely answer you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel so that I will make more videos for you. All the best for your exam. Thank you.